Alright, so if you can't tell, the chart colors look a little different, and here's what happened, okay? TradingView switched their color for the color that I typically use. So, this used to be a bluish black, and now it's a grayish black. And so, my system color automatically changed. I'm not sure what to do because I liked my old colors. I know they were the basic colors, but I liked them. And okay, I can get the old color back. That's not the issue. The issue is the actual system. That color that goes around the screen also changed. I mean, maybe I could try these new colors. These might grow on me actually. I've been needing to get my own unique colors for a while now, but I don't know. I kind of liked the system colors. I don't know. I like the blue. I like the blue a lot. Anyway, that's okay. Let's just analyze and we'll figure out the colors later. It's not that big a deal. So I'm gonna get chat pulled up on my phone. But I hope you guys are all doing good. If anyone's watching right now, I tried to upload a video yesterday. It did not upload, but it was really good. Hopefully it'll upload today, but we'll see. But that means I'm gonna upload hopefully twice today because I'm trying to do a market recap every single day now. So yeah, should be good. So let's see if we are showing up as live. Okay, alright, got the live chat pulled up. So, yeah, let's start analyzing. So, not sure what to do about the colors, but once again, we'll figure it out later. It's not that big a deal. So, let's start out with higher time frame analysis. Man, I don't know if I like it. Maybe we should try and look for there's not really any other options besides gray or black. Anything else is a little too bright. See what I mean? So the background, yeah, it's blue, but the outline of the border is black. I just don't think it looks that good. I don't know what to do. Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. So, man, I don't know. I kind of liked the blue and then the outside being blue. I think we just gotta move on. Like, this was the color that it was, right? It used to be this blue. And then it switched it to this gray. Let's see what shows up if we type this off. Type this up. See, that's the color I want. That blue. Okay, fine. We'll use black. You know what? It might grow on me. I don't know, man. I don't think it will. I just don't know. I don't think black is that easy to see. I think the blue looks better. Now I don't even have the blue anymore. Oh man, what do I do? I'll just have it be black. I know I keep saying that. I really just don't want to have it be black, but it's fine. Okay, let's start out with higher time frame analysis. I don't know. I'm just not used to it, but maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. It's possible it will. Let's just do it for now. It's fine. It might actually grow on me. It probably will grow on me, honestly. I mean, I'm used to it on my phone. So, okay. Okay, so high time frame analysis. Oh, let's look at the news today. I think we do have news today. Consumer confidence at 10 a.m. Okay. Where's consumer confidence? I mean, where's the news today? Boom. So, okay. Yeah, starting out with higher time frame analysis. I'm gonna switch over to the other screen. You know what? It's kind of already growing on me. It's fine. It's fine. On the higher time frame, I guess to start out on the weekly. So kind of looks like a giant mess. Kind of looks like a giant mess. Like initially we were like, okay, we're responding to this monthly fair value gap, and then I don't know where we get this death candle. It really does look like a mess. I mean, we have liquidity above and liquidity below. Honestly, higher time frame is a little unclear. Besides the, you could argue this is a monthly CRT in either direction, right? You could say, okay, we swept out this candle's high, so we should go to this low. But then you could also argue, okay, well, we swept out this candle's low, so we should go to this high, right? Both of them are valid CRTs. And so I'm like, okay, well, it's a little unclear. But I guess let's go down in time frame. I mean, the way that we move back higher after sweeping all these lows, to me, it seems like we're going to go after these relatively equal highs. That's what it seems like to me in the short term. I still think we got previous week's high right here. That's my best guess, because think about all the liquidity here, right? We got a thanks for the liquidity wick. Why would we have came all the way back up? If we were going to keep dumping, we would have just kept dumping, you know? Like, why would we get a thanks for the liquidity wick and then keep dumping? This thanks for the liquidity wick seems like it's to be like, okay, now we're probably going to go back up to these equal highs here with previous week's high. So let's look at stat map for as well for this information. Weekly. Actually, we should just look at monthly. I mean, we're back at that weekly statistical manipulation level. Our monthly statistical manipulation level. We never ended up going to that monthly distribution level, so it's possible we need to go there, right? Yeah, the main thing I see is this is a we definitely held this, right? You can say that we held this. Okay, this is the first thing I'm going to put in high time frame analysis. So So that's kind of what I'm thinking on the higher time frame. Um, I mean, we have any CRTs? Not that I see. I mean, would you consider this a weekly CRT to the downside? Honestly, I don't think so. I don't know. It's just, it's not exactly a CRT because you get, this candle body closes above this high. So I'm not. Either way, it's not super clear, and so I will be reevaluating day by day, as I should be. Like if it's not super clear, I will obviously be reevaluating every day. Yeah, because if I look at the S&P, right? I mean, we clearly got S&T, I'm pretty sure. Like, let me just make sure. Yeah, I mean, we definitely got S&T with this low. If I go to the 4-hour chart, we definitely got S&T. There's no denying it. Like, huge S&T, right? So, I think that's pretty significant. So, I guess that's good for higher time frame analysis. What's next on the list? Oh, weekly profiling? Okay. Let's do weekly profiling. So, yeah, we push into this daily key level here. But like literally before the week even begins. So weird. Never seen a week like this. And remember, we have that RTH gap above. So that's a big reason for the bias as well, is this RTH gap. Just chilling above like this. So yeah, what was I gonna do? Oh, weekly profiling. Once again, we're still pretty early in the week. I don't know. I feel like the fact that we didn't close the CASD as well, that's also a pretty cool, like pretty significant indication, right? Because if we wanted to go lower, probably should have made this a CASD, you know? Like we didn't get a CASD. So let's start out weekly profiling. profiling morning. So yeah, we pushed into that daily key level, and we have a draw on liquidity. I think that about sums up a possible weekly profile. I mean, you could argue that's a bullish expansion week. Now it's not your typical one, but with the RTH gap above and previous week's high, and this SMT, I could see it. So that's probably what I'll go with for now. But that could change. That could easily change. We'll just have to see. What's the word? The three main what's it called? Like a piece of evidence. Like the three main. I can't think of the word. Still too early in the week to tell, but since we pushed into that daily rejection block, still too early in the week to tell, but as of right now, I could. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to do. Here are the four main arguments for this case. Giant, bullish, SMT, key level, hit on Monday, daily rejection block, RTH gap above, relatively equal highs above with Alright, that's my case for a bullish expansion week, but it's not your typical bullish expansion week, that's for sure, but yeah. Okay, we're good on weekly profiling for now. Alright, here's the fun part. Let's start setting up the chart. So, I guess let's just start from the beginning. So, what happened? Oh, we got a nice range. Oh, today's gonna be a good day to use Asia range projections or the CBDR range projections or whatever. Just depending on which range works the best. See, the CBDR is still pretty big. I'd rather just use Asia, personally. Or you could use both the CBDR and Asia. What I'm talking about, so I've never talked about this on my channel, and I don't know when I will because I haven't mastered it yet, but essentially, you kind of just take the consolidation. Sometimes you take Asia, sometimes you take before Asia, that's called the central bank dealers range, and you just measure it out and then project out standard deviations. And I like found out about it in core content, and I still am learning how to use it, but like I've noticed it's had some interesting cases where it's worked really well. So I'm open minded to trying new things. So that's mainly what I'm trying to say. But yeah, you basically just measure out Asia and then you take projections up and down. I don't know if I'm gonna do it right now though. Let's just start what I typically do. So we got we swept out London's highs, we got Asia below, we got PMs below. So in the short term we got draws and liquidity below. But on the higher time frame we have that S&T. So kind of right now it seems like we got to go take out all these lows before, if we do have a move higher, we'll get it after we take out everything. It's kind of what it seems like to me. But that's literally just my initial instinct based off of nothing. So yeah, once again, the S&T is with this low, I believe, right? Yeah, S&T with this low. So let's mark that out. That's a nice SMT. I really do think that the market will probably go higher off of that. So we get SMT, and then yeah, in the short term we have draws and liquidity below. So just keep that in mind. Okay, I think we're good on draws and liquidity. I mean, these are kind of like relatively equal highs, except not really. We swept out AM's highs. Okay, we swept out AM's highs. Nice. Next, let's take a look at, let's see. Let's pull up our candles just for fun. Oh, and see, this is why I don't like it being black, because I can't see them. Bruh. I don't know what to do about that. I can make it red. I don't like it red. I want it to be black. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. Once again, the chart colors are messing everything up. Yeah. $180, so this should be at like 90. And then I'm gonna switch this back to 1 hour. Okay. I'll just have it be white. I don't know. Might be dumb, but I'm not gonna switch the colors. To, I don't know. It's fine. Like, I understand what this means. They're supposed to be red. So, if you guys know a better color, let me know. But right now, I don't. And I'm not gonna have the screen be. I'm not gonna have the screen be white and then the candles be black. So I don't know what else to do. I think it's fine. So next up, it's crazy because like all of my drawings, like macro for instance, like I'm gonna have to switch everything to a different color because like look, macro still works fine. I was thinking that it would be too dark and you wouldn't be able to see it, but actually you can see it fine. So okay, let's just keep going. So the main thing about right now is we did sweep out AM's highs. So this is a pretty obvious manipulation move. I'm curious, did we get, oh, we should check for SMT. Did we get SMT at the highs at all? Oh my gosh, S&P left equal highs pretty clearly. So just keep that in mind. The S&P left equal highs. So we got a high, and then both of them are a higher high. Yeah, I don't think there was SMT, really. I don't think there was, but that's okay. That just means that this bullish SMT is a little even stronger. So my main thought initially, without like looking at anything else, I still haven't looked at like anything, is we need to go run Asia and PM and then continue higher eventually. And look at this. This is a nice breaker in for value gap right now. So if you want to be a degen and take a trade, but once again, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm still trying to get better, but this is a pretty nice breaker in for value gap with good liquidity below, and we got Asia's range here. So, but once again, I can't take trades like this because I can't take a trade until 7 right now because I got on the charts at 5:30. It's just per my rules. I literally can't take a trade yet. But yeah, I think that this fair value gap and breaker will probably take us down at least to Asia and then maybe PM. And if you measure out standard deviations of this, yeah. See how 2 to 2.5 lines up with Asia and 4 to 4.5 lines with PM. So that's really what I'm thinking right now is, yeah, I mean that looks really good. I'm not gonna lie. That looks really good. I mean, clearly this is A, M, D right now. I think that's what it seems like in the short term. Now, I will say, oh, we got 4 people watching. What's up, guys? So, yeah, like I said, I can't take a trade right now, but if I was looking to take this, what I'd probably want to do is I'd probably want to wait for a low time frame inversion. And so I'd wait for like, I don't know, like a 1 minute or 2 minute inversion. Probably want to deliver from this fair value gap. And then I'd wait for this inversion back down to the downside. But once again, nothing I say is financial advice. Don't use information I give you to make your own educated decisions on your own. Nothing I say is financial advice. Yeah. So let's look at StatMap. Did session StatMap open up yet? Nope, not yet. Dang it. Okay. Let's look at let's look at the daily StatMap first. That's the most obvious one. Bro, it doesn't get better than this. Oh my gosh. Daily StatMap, dude. We went right to the daily manipulation level perfectly. Bro, I want to take this trade so bad, but I can't do it against my rules. Can't take a trade yet. I got on the charts late. It is what it is. But yeah, this is looking good. So we went right to the daily bearish manipulation level here. And we went there perfectly. We got the daily bearish distribution level down here. And then let's check out 12-hour stat map. Let's see what that looks like. Similar situation. We got the 12-hour one below. We didn't quite go to the 12-hour manipulation. Let's check 8-hour. 8-hour stat map also puts us down there. Maybe we'll tap into this 6-hour one. Interesting. The 6-hour one looks a little different, but this puts us below Asia. 4-hour. I'm just looking for anything like interesting that like makes me go like, wow. No, there's nothing. Okay. So honestly, I think the best inversion you'll get is if this 5-minute inverses. If this 5-minute inverses, man, that looks so good. Just taking a short on that 5-minute inversion and target Asia's lows. Boom. I think that would be an awesome trade. I am not going to do anything because I literally can't take a trade because that's against my rules. If I want to change my rules to where I can trade earlier, I'll do so after the session. But like, I made a promise to myself that I'm not going to trade for the first hour and 20 minutes. Even though this looks good, following my rules in the long run, it's going to get me farther than taking a trade, even if I think it could be good. So, but yeah, I do think this is good because we're delivering from a breaker for value gap, going into the macro from 820, yeah, 820 until 840, 840. Yeah, dude, this looks good. Oh my gosh, this is an absurdly good trade. Yeah, nothing I can do about it. I have to follow my rules. I would copy trade this, probably. But then again, like maybe we need to come up and sweep this again and then go lower. So I don't know, man. It's probably not the end of the world. I'm not taking it. But yeah, it's just per my rules. Like I'm not taking this. I might have to change that rule, but I just don't know. I don't know what's best, to be honest. Like, because I feel like having more chart time to analyze is helpful, but then if you get a good setup, then you're definitely limiting yourself. So if this rule needs adjusted, once again, I'll adjust it after the session. I'm not gonna adjust it during the session, right? You don't change your rules during sessions. You can change your rule after a session, but like if a rule needs addressed, I'll do it after the session. But I have a rule where I'm not taking a trade for the first hour, 20 minutes. So yeah. I think this will work probably, but once again, I said that about a trade last week. It did not work. So, but this is nice because think about conceptually what's going on here. You have this entire accumulation range, right? This is a giant accumulation range. Anyone that bought within here, you have to conceptualize what's going on. Anyone that bought within here, they held all the way up through here, and yeah, they're up on their money. They're excited. They're buying more. And then, if the market comes back down to this low here, this low is where everyone in this range is going to panic sell for a loss, right? This low, think about it conceptually. Everyone in this range that bought in here is going to panic sell for a loss right here. And so they are exit liquidity for your take profit on this trade. Just conceptualize that, right? That's every single trade you make. Conceptualize what is really going on. People in this range bought, held all the way through here, AM's highs got hit, and then when it comes back to this low, panic sell for a loss. Their exit liquidity for your take profit. Does that mean, yeah. Just conceptualize everything. Don't take a trade unless you've conceptualized like really what's actually going on. So same thing here. Like I bet you the standard deviations of this also line up with our target. And yeah, you can see if you measure it from the wick to the wick, boom, 4 to 4.5. This is a very high conviction trade, honestly. 4 to 4.5 lines up with this. Boom. So we got the 2 to 2.5 of the higher time frame one, and we got the 4 to 4.5 of this one. And we have a nice breaker and for value gap right here. Did we end up inversing the 5-minute or not? Okay, we did not end up inversing the 5-minute, so with that in mind, it's possible we need to come up and sweep this high again first. We'll just have to see. But yeah, you can see the bodies did respect this fair value gap. So to be determined how that plays out, right? Maybe what will happen is maybe we won't get this trade until way later on, and then maybe I'll be able to take it. That would be cool. But I'm not gonna take it if I can't take it yet. See, a big reason why we might need to come up and sweep this high again is because these are relatively equal, right? And so, I mean, these just might need to get taken out first into this fair value gap. Here's that fair value gap, a little bit more precise. So we might need to come up into this fair value gap, and then macro starts here, goes to here. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Is we need to come up and sweep out this high, and then maybe we'll come back down after that, get an inversion. And we got some good liquidity here as well. Oh, you know what though? I have to do daily profiling. I almost forgot to do that. Okay, so now that we've finished intermediate time frame analysis, let's post our thoughts to the channel. Yeah, so 50-minute breaker in for value gap. To 2.5. Okay. We'll show all this in the chat. I'll show how this could possibly be a sell model, right? we'll screenshot this. Oh, I know what else we should do. We should just show A, M, A, M, and then D. This is kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to check for CRTs too. See, this is why I wait the first hour, 20 minutes. So I check for everything. See, I almost forgot. Check for CRTs and other SMTs as well. January 8th, 2025, morning. In the short term, we've swept out AM's highs and have Asia and PM below. In the longer run, we have a bullish S&P, so I'm bullish, but we might need to come down and take out Asia and PM first. Alright. Then daily profile. What kind of daily profile would this even be? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I think it's just well, Asia made a range. Then we sweep out this high. So London, I don't even know what you would call this. I'll just say like it's not even like your tip, because typically if it's it's not London reversal. London reversal would push into a key level at like 2 or 3. It's not New York reversal, because New York reversal would push into a key level like 7, 8, 9, 10. So I don't know. I just think you kind of just have to use common sense with this. I don't think it's anything in specific. I even call it? Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not, as far as daily profile goes, it's just like we swept AM's highs going to Asia and PM's lows. Like, I'm not naming it. Yeah, I wouldn't call this any daily profile in specific, but maybe you could call it AMD, but once again, like, I mean, yeah, I guess it is kind of like AMD, huh? Maybe you could call this an AMD day. But London clearly did not. This is London. If it's AMD, typically Asia and London both accumulate, and this is not that. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, we are within this fair value gap now. Like I said, we need to come out, take that high. So, well, let's check for CRTs and SMTs. That's something else I keep forgetting. New on reds. Oh, someone said something. I don't know. I'm bearish TBG. I just feel like it. I mean, yeah, I'm bearish too for now. Interesting. Okay. So that's crazy. I do think we're gonna go to these lows at some point, but we'll see. Oh, you could argue we need to go to this one. This one's a little bit better. This one's, oh my gosh, this one's a little better, honestly. And then maybe at that point, we'll dump. Yeah, I think this one's a little better. This one might be the one the market's seeking out. This breaker and fair value gap. This down close candle overlapping with this fair value gap. Okay, I keep getting distracted. CRTs and SMTs. So, back to the main screen. So, we're getting bearish SMT actually, so far. We might end up getting bearish SMT with this high. Something to watch for. Right now we have bearish SMT with this high. But I want to see us push up into this breaker and for value gap personally. So let's see. Did we get any bullish SMTs? We ended up getting bullish SMT here. So I guess let's mark that out. Bullish SMT. 5-minute bullish SMT. So maybe we're gonna go higher in the short term, right? Maybe we need to come up and sweep this high again. Yeah, we did end up getting bullish SMT, so I will get rid of all this, just because we did get bullish SMT, so kind of invalidates stuff in the short term. I do think we should go to these lows, but with the bullish SMT, let's just reevaluate for now. Yeah, we got bullish SMT. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking we might need to come sweep the highs again. Like, that's just very typical of the market to do. To, like, want to come up and take the highs again and then go lower. But I don't know. Okay, so there's that bullish SMT. Let's go on the higher time frame. We ended up getting another bullish SMT with YM too. Oh my gosh, there's another bullish SMT with YM right here. Dude, there's a lot of bullish SMTs. What the heck? Maybe we're gonna go higher. I see us going lower and taking out Asia and PM. That's just something the market would do. I know that the market would just take out everyone and then go higher. That's just so typical of the market. It's like you just know the market's personality once you get familiar with it. It's like, yeah, it's gonna do that. Yeah, so we get bullish SMT with YM here and here. want to see us get. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, it would be nice if, something that would be nice is if we come up, sweep high of the day, and then maybe we get SMT with this. That would be fun. That would be really fun if we got SMT with this. And then, yeah, that'd be sick. But that's just kind of my theory right now. I'm not tied to anything. Oh, you can't see my screen. If we got SMT with this, that would be cool. Because, like, I know that we are hot bullish on the higher time frame, but it's just very typical of the market to want to come and sweep out Asia and PM before if it wants to go higher, it wants to do something like that first. I just that's something I see happening. Okay, but let's get rid of that for now. I might take a break for now. Been analyzing for a while. I'm getting kind of tired, so I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back. Oh, my video finally uploaded. Good. Yeah, I'm just gonna be taking a break for a little bit, and then I'll come back in like 5-ish minutes, probably, or 10 minutes. I don't know. Okay, so one thing to note right now, I'm gonna mention it because it's happening. One thing to note right now is we're getting an SMT with this high, and now possibly a 5-minute inverse value gap, but man, to be determined because we did inverse this. We inversed this 50-minute for value gap, so and we got bullish SMT. So it's like I'm not convinced we have to go lower yet. Just because like there's liquidity above still. My guess is we need to go take out these highs first. I mean, going back to the other chart. I mean, maybe we're gonna go lower right away because we did get bearish SMT. So this is why I don't take a trade if it's like unclear because we have SMT and then SMT. Okay. So we inverse this for value. Yeah, looks like we might go for Asia now. It might be time. I mean, we're delivering from this breaker and for value gap. Yeah, it might happen, but we'll see. Once again, I can't even take a trade for 25 minutes, so there's not much I can do. I'm just gonna continue my break. I'm gonna get rid of SMT because like it is very unclear. I would almost consider this consolidation still because I mean we got SMT here, SMT here, this drawn liquidity below. I mean high of the day above with this kind of like LRLR-ish type thing. With all that in mind, I'm not taking a trade yet. I mean, as well, I'm not going to be taking a trade for other reasons as well because I literally can't. I have to wait till 9 at least because I have to be on the charts for an hour and 20 minutes. But like I said, like just kind of more. I mean, it's not completely a consolidation. Obviously, we're getting some movement, but I don't know. I want things to clear up a little bit if I were to take a trade. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. forgot to check for CRTs, so that's something I want to do. With that in mind, let's check for them. Almost like I constantly forget about one thing, like about CRTs. Okay, let's look for them on this chart. Now, I think it's interesting. We did get a pretty nice 2-hour CRT right here, where we swept out this 2-hour high here, and then we went to the 2-hour low, clearly. So, dang, FA, nice job. You caught a, dang, dude. FA, you're insane. That's crazy. Okay. I need to get chat on my phone. That's right. My phone's not loading. Oh, we got 3 people watching. Let's go. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. The NVIDIA CEO and workers admitted that GPT is worse than the new one. So, the short on New York Open was kind of obvious. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, FA. Well, I don't know. I personally think that the market was going to go take that liquidity at some point, whether it was because of DeepSeek or something else. Like, in general, yeah, NVIDIA CEO, DeepSeek, all that stuff happened, but at the end of the day, we had good liquidity below. We had 3 overnight gaps. And the market ended up wanting to go there eventually, and that was a good reason for it to go there. But it already wanted to go there, is what I'm trying to say. Because it was just good liquidity. So now I'm going to go back to my other chart here. And dang, we got 5 people watching. Hey guys. Right now we're just waiting. I'm trying to check for. Right now I'm on CRTs, so I'm checking for CRTs. Essentially, what that is if you sweep one side of a candle, typically you'll go to the other side of a candle. So I'm just checking for that on all time frames real quick. So we have. Let's see. Not seeing anything obvious for CRTs. I guess we swept out these 4-hour lows, but that's all I'm seeing. Yeah, there's not really any obvious CRTs. So, okay. Yeah, if there was something obvious, I'd record it, but there's not really anything obvious, so. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good on everything then. I think we've checked everything. Let's go back to the other screen. I really do think we've looked at everything. Right now, what we got going on is we got Asian PM as draws on liquidity below, but we got high of the day as a draw on liquidity above. I'm kind of just seeing where we want to go first. Ideally, personally, what I would like to see is I would like to see us come up and sweep high of the day and have a triple sweep where you sweep AM and then we sweep high of the day. And then at that point, I would look to play the reversal, maybe with an SMT with this high, to go take out Asia and PM below. That's essentially what I'm looking for, but we'll see if we get it. So I guess let's look at some more things that we haven't looked at yet. So session stat map. Ooh, we got session stat map finally that opened up. So let's look at that. All right, we got our session manipulation level here. Looks like we were right at the session manipulation level. Session distribution levels down here. Okay, we'll start marking out these levels here. Okay, what else should we look at? There's so many things we can look at. Because we have a nice new week opening gap here. You can see we held that. Let's mark this out. Maybe this could be relevant later on, this new week opening gap. But we have quite a few new week opening gaps above, so. Yeah, I mean, let's really look at everything. Right? Oh my gosh, there's so many new day opening gaps. What the heck? Oh, we forgot to mark out our time levels. So we got midnight right here. I mean 8:30 right here. Midnight right here. So maybe the market's ready to go take Asia. Once again, I'm not taking any trades until there's something super obvious. Right now, I'm not seeing anything. I'm just kind of waiting. We got, once again, my favorite situation, like if I had to pick something to play out that I really wanted to see happen, I would like to see us, I'd like to see us come up and sweep high of the day again, form an SMT with this high, and then get some kind of reversal going into New York. I think that would be very cool. I don't know if we'll get anything like that. Because the main issue we have going on right now, specifically, is we have, on one hand, we have bullish SMT with this low. Here, let's just try and clean up the chart a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna move these over, just because it's getting a little messy, and I like to keep things clean. So, what was I talking about? Oh, we have SMT here. So it's kind of unclear. We have SMT here, but we also have SMT here. I mean, like, this is like not what I want to see. I would like to see us become one-sided and everything to get really clear, and then I would take a trade. Like, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. So I'm not doing anything for a while with SMTs like this. With nothing really clear right now. It's just you just have to play the waiting game, and that's just part of trading, right? So, I mean, this 5-minute inversion was nice with the SMT. I pointed this out that this was pretty nice, but the issue is, it's like, you can always make the case that we don't have to come to Asia right away. You could always make the case that we need to sweep high of the day one more time and then go take Asia. Like, that's always a possibility, especially with how generated this looks, right? I want to see us come take Asia, and I like want to see us hold. Like, obviously I wanted to see us initially. I was thinking we were going to hold this breaker in for value gap. But, like, do we have to hold it? No, because there's liquidity above too. I want to see it become really one-sided, and I want to see everything become really obvious, and then at that point, I would consider a trade. So yeah, we got SMT here, and then we inverse this for value gap. So, like, theoretically, like, if you wanted to take that, then this would have, you'd be in profit on this already. This would have hit 0.75 to 1 so far. It's decent because, like, you have all this liquidity below. Like, if you, the idea would probably be to go target Asia. It's a nice trade. It's just, it's mostly, to me, it's just like, it's still a lot of consolidation right now, and I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, this could work where we get this inversion and then we go down to Asia. But, like, I want to see us really rip through, ideally, the high and then come down to Asia. But we might just go straight down. And think about this. This is a, like, for instance, like, what if we got this 5-minute inversion, but what if we need to come up and sweep this high again, even if it's just this high, and we need to sweep it into this, because this is a nice breaker and for value gap right here, right? Look at the signature and price with this. But, like, you could, I just what I'm trying to say is there's a million possibilities right now, and until things really get clear, I'm not doing anything. What else should we look at? There's a lot of things we can look at. We just got AM to open up. But like I said, like, I do think that if on the higher time frame, I pointed this out. So if you're just now watching this, we do have, so there's no SMT there, but we do have a giant bullish SMT right here. So I think it makes sense for us to eventually continue higher, but in the short term, we've got these draws on liquidity below. We've got Asia below, we've got PM below. So it's possible we get this expansion lower. And I mean, look at how well the standard deviations line up with these, right? You have, if I measure out standard deviations of this, you have 2 to 2.5 lined up with Asia, 4 to 4.5 lined up with PM, and that's really nice. It doesn't get more spot on than that, honestly. And so that's what I'm leaning towards, but I'm being thoughtful and considerate of the possibility that maybe we need to come up and sweep high of the day again. That's why I'm not doing anything yet, because although I think it's possible we just continue lower here, I'm aware of the possibility. I've seen this happen so many times where we have to come up and sweep the high again and then get a trade, and that's just something I'm prepared for. I'm not gonna rush into anything. I'm just preparing myself for all possibilities. So yeah, to me it just seems like more consolidation right now. What else can we look at? We've got apparently bullish SMT here. This SMT indicator is like terrible but good at the same time, because it will point out all the SMTs I don't see, but then it won't point out like the obvious SMTs. Like it won't point this one out, it won't point this one out, but then it'll see stuff like this. Like, okay, bro, good job, you saw that. I would not have seen that one, but good job. I don't know. It's nice to have it, but like a lot of these SMTs don't end up meaning anything. Like they're pretty like under the radar SMTs sometimes. That's why I don't like that indicator. And it misses so many. Like this one is one, this one is one. So yeah. Alright, I'm gonna turn the light on. Okay. Yeah, we're really just waiting. It's just boring, but that is what it is. There's not much else to do. Oh, I could get myself logged in on Tradeovate because it is now 9 a.m., meaning theoretically if we got a trade, I could take it, but yeah. Okay, we got Tradeovate pulled up. There's nothing going on. I'll be back. Once we have something happen, I'll come back. There's nothing going on right now. This is just, yeah. If there's something happening, I'll come back. I'm not gonna just sit here. So, but yeah, as of right now, there's nothing happening. All right. Okay, we're getting movement. So, starting, I mean, starting to think, like, although I'm still keeping it as a possibility that we need to go sweep the high again, starting to think market might be ready to start the move. We'll see. But, I mean, yeah, the standard deviations line up so well with Asia and PM. And then we just back tested midnight. You can see that here. So we back tested midnight. The candle bodies respect midnight. And we got a respect of 8:30. So I bet you were going to accelerate lower here. Look at how the candle bodies respected both. And then we got this 5-minute inversion. We're probably gonna accelerate lower pretty fast here. Initially, I was open-minded to maybe we're gonna have a sweep of the high, but now based off of how we're respecting these time levels, I see us possibly going lower. But I'm not sure what to do about this information. I mean, obviously, I guess I could enter. We got a 5-minute CSD here. How could we possibly enter this trade? I mean, I don't know if that's a good mindset to have. If there's not an opportunity, you probably shouldn't take it. But yeah, we are pushing up into this CSD here. Oh, maybe on the 15-minute CISD. Low key, that actually seems really nice. But then where do you put your stop? That's the issue. Because you have to put your stop, like, pretty high up. Or you could just put it above midnight since we reacted off of midnight. I don't know. That's kind of, it's not like a typical trade. I think you're kind of, might not be the best. Bro, how much USD did you make it till now from crypto trading? I haven't been trading crypto, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't trade crypto right now. Yeah, I probably want to see this become a 15-minute. Minute breaker. Yeah, I mean this is a good looking sell model now. Right? We got accumulation, manipulation. I think it's worth taking a trade once we get something. I'm just trying to figure out what that something could be. Right? I think on the retest, after we close below this, on the retest of the breaker, it's very possible you could just do that. Or maybe what I'll do is, once we get that 15-minute CSD, I won't enter off of that. What I'll do is I'll wait for low time frame confirmation, like via like a 1 minute or a 30-second CSD off of it. It's honestly, yeah, I feel like that's pretty sweet. And look at this. Look at this 2 hour IFG. Okay, yeah, dude, this is good. We're in line with 2 hour order flow. Yeah. All right. I'm pretty set on this idea here. This is a pretty sweet um plan. So if we can get it, I'll take it. Basically, what I'm looking for is once we close below this 15-minute down close candle, then we'll get a change of state of delivery. I'll enter on that retest, and or I might enter just on like I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do, but I do think this is a sell model, right? Where we have a sweep of AM's highs. And then possibly a run down to PM's lows. I mean, all the standard deviations line up. We've rejected midnight. We've rejected 8:30. It's a nice idea. Now, take what I'm giving, the information I give you, and make your own decisions. Don't copy me, please. Whatever you do, I'm still learning, still getting better. So you could also wait for the 30-minute one. I bet you on market open, that's probably when we're gonna dump. That's probably what's gonna happen. So the move might be just you might just need to have a trade look like something like this, where you enter on the close below, stop loss above this. This is probably what you need to do. Something like this. And you know what? It's pretty basic, pretty nothing crazy, but you don't need anything crazy, right? So I on the 15-minute close below, I'll enter this, or I'll enter on the retest, either one. But just make your own decisions. Don't copy me, please. I actually make a lot of stupid trades all the time, so yeah. But this is a good higher time frame model. Oh my gosh, it's only gonna be one contract? For real? Alright, we didn't even close below, so just kidding, we're not trading. What I don't like is we have a clear accumulation range of highs here. Like, that's not super good. Okay, I'm not gonna take anything. I'm not convinced of anything right now. It's possible that because we remember we have that bullish SMT. It's possible. Anything's possible right now. So I'm gonna be thoughtful and not do anything. But we're in line with this 2 hour inversion, which is just, oh, it's beautiful. It's really nice. So we're in line with this 2 hour inversion. I just want to see some lower time frame entry. See how we got this 2-hour inversion. I mean, maybe you just wait for the retest of the BPR. Because we might come up and retest this BPR. Hey. Oh, you found that. Thank you.
I think Mom did.
Okay, awesome.
Right
now just watching. Probably not gonna get anything until market open. So.
Yeah, patience.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. See how we perfectly rejected 8:30 and then now also midnight. What else can we look at? Oh, I'm gonna get chat out on my phone so I can. Yeah. I'm looking at my other screen right now. Just looking at other stuff. Did we end up getting anything else? Like giant bearish SMT would be pretty cool. No. Okay, I'm just gonna be thoughtful about this. I'm not gonna rush into anything. Cause it's possible that we need to come up and sweep the high again. I mean, I'm aware of it. Right? FA, are you watching? What do you think right now? Hey, Jackson. Let's move this back to the other screen. So, yeah, this is essentially what I'm thinking, right? We have SMT with this high in line with a 2-hour inversion. Standard deviations all line up. I think this is all pretty good. 2-hour. This is a 2-hour inverse for value gap. Essentially, I'm just gonna wait for this 15-minute to close below, which will actually be a 30-minute close below if we get it, and then I'll put my stop above the SMT. And it'd be a very simple trade, but you don't need complications. You can take very simple trades, and yeah, I'll just target PM's lows. So we swept the M's highs. AM's highs, SMT, hour IPG, or 2 hour IPG. So yeah, IPG on the creation of this breaker. Essentially, that's my entry. Is once we get the creation of this breaker, I'm gonna enter with my stop loss above the SMT, and let's look at how the standard deviations align with both Asia's lows. So this is Asia, right here, Asia's lows and New York PM's lows. These are the draws right now. So yeah, I'm waiting for a close below here. We've rejected as well. We've perfectly rejected the midnight open. We've perfectly rejected the 8:30 open. You can see that here. Perfectly rejected 8:30. Perfectly rejected midnight. Swept out AM's highs. See how we back tested both of these? Yeah, I just want to see this become a 30. What's it called? Oh, I gotta count these. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Are we getting like any bullish SMT right now? Because it's important to check. And once again, like a possibility is we need to come test this BPR. No, there's not really any bullish SMT. Besides, there's this one, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards this being a sell model right now because we also got this bearish SMT. So I think a possibility is come retest this BPR. So once again, for anyone who's just now joining, the idea is we got Asia and London below. We've swept out AM's highs. So we've swept out AM's highs. We've got Asia and London below. And then if you measure out standard deviations of this final move higher, so you can consider this the final manipulation leg. You can see the 2 to 2.5 lines up with Asia, and the 4 to 4.5 lines up with London. And so you can see how perfectly those line up. And then we got a bearish SMT right here. We rejected a 30, and now I still have the possibility of us coming up and sweeping that high again one more time as possible, but with market open in like 3 minutes, I'm thinking we're gonna possibly deliver down towards these draws on liquidity below. I mean, the market is really not complicated. It just moves from one draw on liquidity to another, and it doesn't need to be complicated. So yeah, if we close below on this 30-minute, like if we get the CISD, I'm gonna enter on that. So in about a minute, if we were to get that, then I would take it, but I don't know if we'll get it, to be honest. So we might need to come retest this BPR. Remember I said that's a possibility, which would make sense because we would be going above the midnight open. But also we might not need to. I really want to see what happens at 9:30. And if we don't get anything obvious, then we're not going to take anything. It's just that simple. I mean, this is also a down close candle. Donald, what's up, bro? It's also a down close candle. Well, okay, I think we will come up and test this BPR possibly. I'm really looking for an inversion off of that BPR is probably what I would look for. Or a change of state delivery off of it or something like that. But the market did just open, I'm pretty sure. So we did not get that 30-minute change of state delivery. I would really like to see, yeah, I'd like to see this get closed below. Like these down closed candles all get closed below, as well as this one and this one. And then that'd be what that would be this would validate this as a breaker block, and then you could enter on that, but we'll just have to see. Right now it's just kind of, we're just waiting. How are you, Donald? What are you thinking so far for the market? Yep, there we go. We're getting that move lower. We just got a really nice momentum candle. I mean, you could maybe enter on that. But yeah, like I said, this is kind of the whole idea. I don't really see an entry, so I'm not gonna rush it. I'm just gonna watch and wait. If we get something, we'll get something. If we don't, we don't. But there's no forcing trades allowed here. But yeah, like I said, I think we're gonna go. I think this is a sell model delivering down to down to Asia and London. So being incredibly thoughtful here. I'm going to look at session stat map on my other screen again. Kind of forgot where we were on there. Yeah, we already went to the session manipulation level. Sorry if this is getting a little chaotic here. I could probably clean this up a little bit. Oh, do we have what time does news come out? Oh my gosh, I'm kind of blanking on that actually. That's not good. News will probably deliver us lower. It's probably news today is at okay. News is coming out at 10, so it's possible that's what's gonna deliver us lower. Or maybe we go lower and then news delivers us higher after we take out these lows. I don't know. Interesting. So, we'll see. This would be somewhat like low time frame AMD if we got like consider this the accumulation range, right? Then maybe we come up and sweep this high into this BPR. It's possible we get something like this. Minutes. We did get that close below. We're probably gonna go run those lows now. Not sure what I was supposed to do about that, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. Right? So news comes out at 10. I mean, keep in mind, this was a giant accumulation range here. So when the market comes down here, there's going to be a lot of liquidity below this low because this giant accumulation range is just chilling above London, right? So this will be nice if we get this because then we'll get a 15-minute CISD, and then possibly enter on the retest of it, targeting London. You maybe even get a lower time frame entry here. That's probably what I'll do, actually. But we have 7 minutes until that even happens, so... Maybe you would want to enter on the retest of this one. That might give you better RR. But then you play the risk of, are we going to come all the way back up there? Okay, the macro, 10 a.m. macro will be coming up here shortly. This is where I'm looking for a trade, is going into 10 a.m. I could just enter. I could enter and target 1-to-1 here. I think I'll wait for the 15-minute CSD if we hit it. Get a lot better RR. And I can have my stop loss above the thing.
How's it going?
I'm just waiting right now.
Patient. Good job.
Okay. could enter on the retest of this 15-minute CISD, but it's tough because like I knew what was gonna happen, but I'm trying to just be patient with an entry. I'm not trying to do anything stupid, right? So, and that's the trickiest part about trading is like I know a lot of the time what's gonna happen. It's not figuring out what's gonna happen. It's just getting the entry that can be hard. Oh man, there was a breaker and a fair value gap that I could have entered on here. But nah, because I'm not trying to enter on 1-minute breakers. I don't know. I think what I'm doing is fine. I'm just hanging out. But I do think we're going to go run this low pretty fast. I guess you could take this trade as a momentum candle. Maybe just target 1-to-1. Man, yeah, like I said, we're going exactly where I said we were going to go. I don't know what to do about that. That sucks. Okay, we got the 15-minute CSD. So maybe we'll go retest it. Okay, alright. If we go retest it, this is what I'll do. I'll take it like this. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Don't copy me, please. If you're dumb. Don't, like, if you'll, like, nah, what I'm trying to say is, like, be smart. Don't copy me. Yeah. Make your own decisions. I guess there's an issue, which is news comes out in 14 minutes. That's an issue, I guess, huh? I'm thinking about it. Like, what about, like news should just deliver us to London's lows, but at the same time, like you got to be careful. Yeah, I think a big issue is we have news in 14 minutes. Yeah. I might have to just wait until we get something else, because this was the model we had framed. This is exactly what we thought was going to happen, but unfortunately, as it is most of the time with these higher time frame models, the higher time frame entries are not going to just hand themselves on a silver platter. As much as I would like them to be handed to me on a silver platter, like, you're not, a lot of time you're not going to get them handed to you, and that's just, it is what it is. I want to take this trade, but with news coming out, I probably won't. I'm probably gonna just be conservative and not take it. I'm still getting better at like I know news is probably just gonna deliver us to London's lows, but I'm still getting better with like entering before news, because sometimes news, it gets tricky. It'll be like it'll wick you out and then it'll go where it wants to go. So I'm just probably not gonna enter before news. Uh, I don't know. I guess yeah. I don't know. I would really just want. I really don't want to take a loss. I will say that. I really don't want to take a loss. If it's break even, then fine. But I really don't want to take a loss. So. And this, oh, you know what else is really nice about this? Won't be a 15-minute CSD. This will be an hourly CSD, right? So, I mean, you could argue we might even go lower, quite a bit lower, actually. So on the 8 a.m., 10 a.m. candle, when this opens up, we might retest the CISD, and then maybe we'll get a low time frame inversion off of it. But I'm not forcing anything. That's the thing. I'm just going to be patient. So we did end up getting that 15-minute close, and so now, yeah, we already had the 15-minute close a while ago, actually. So now we are coming to possibly retest this. I'm not going to enter because I'm not trying to predict news right now. But I do think news should, like, as I've been saying for a while now, news just delivers us to where we already want to go. So in this case, London's lows is already where we want to go. News should just deliver us to London's lows. News just delivers you to where the market to where it already wants to go. But as far as like getting my market experience trying to get the entry with news, it can be really hard. So I'm not gonna necessarily try and get that or predict that or whatever. So this will possibly be an hourly CISD when we get it. Right now it's a 15-minute CISD. Okay, what I'll be looking for is, here's what I'll look for. Okay, this is being completely serious. I want to see us get a low time frame inversion. When we get a low time frame inversion, that's gonna probably be my entry. Low time frame inversion, delivering from this 15-minute CISD. So like, if this inversed, I actually might take it. I'd probably just go break even. Like I said, just don't copy me. Here's the thing though, we already took out, like, most people in this range are probably stopped out by now because we already went down all the way here. So there's so many things to think about. Like, did we already take most of the liquidity from here? Maybe. And if so, then do we want to go higher? Did we get? Oh, are we getting bullish SMT? No. I'm sticking to my bias. Okay, we might end up getting this inversion back to the downside. Well, we might. Maybe we're inversing to the upside. Because once again, remember, we did take out most of the liquidity in this area here. So like when we come down here, but we have, honestly, we still have quite a bit actually. If I'm being honest, like all this still was not even touched. Yeah, I know news is coming out in 5 minutes. That's part of why I'm waiting. I mean, it is possible, honestly. Now that I think about it, wait. We have a lot more liquidity above now than below. Maybe we don't need to come down all the way to London. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's a nice 5-minute inversion. see all this LRLR up here? This very well possibly could be the drawn liquidity once we close above this breaker. So yeah, I'm able to flip my bias because I'm able to understand liquidity in the short term. Like this 1 hour wick, see how we wicked below this accumulation range? This is a giant accumulation range. See how we wicked below it? So I will actually take this probably. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, news is coming out in 1 minute. Where is it? That was weak. That was weak news right there. What the? What the heck? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do if we get it. honestly, I'm gonna enter on the retest of the breaker. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, here we go. I mean, don't copy me, please. Honestly, just want to see a tiny little retrace. Okay.
Order filled. So what I'm doing, I entered on this inversion. That's really what I'm doing. Put the stop. My stop is like essentially below the breaker. Because it's possible we come test that breaker, but I just want to see us accelerate up. Yeah, look at how the 5-minute inversed. So yeah, my stop is below the breaker here. So I'm just targeting 1-to-1 essentially, is what I'm doing. I would have liked it to be more, but it's whatever. Oh, you know what? If I measure out standard deviations, I could leave runners if I wanted to. If we continued higher. Probably just gonna take 1-to-1 though. I'm just being realistic. I'm just gonna take 1-to-1. I don't need anything crazy. I just want 1-to-1. Not going for anything picky or anything crazy. I'm literally just going for 1-to-1. So. So now I'm seeing, let's see if this breaker holds or not. I might need to have my stop like here because since I got 2 contracts, it's risking a little more than I want. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move it up just a little bit because I don't think we should retrace that much. So, yeah, hopefully my risk will be appropriate, and if it's a loss, then it's a loss, then it's fine. But yeah, hopefully, so yeah, I'm basically putting my stop below these tiny up close candles here. And then I'll go break even at this high if we can get above this high. Okay, break even. I moved break even. I kid you not, I did. So if I get break even, that's fine. But I did move break even. Okay, I'm in risk free now. That was, I think it was a good idea to put stop here because I did not want to risk more than I wanted to risk on this trade. So we'll see. I could get break even here, very possibly. So, and that's okay. If it's break even, that's okay. It's not a loss. I'm not upset about break even. And to be honest, we shouldn't slow down here. Like, if the market's truly bullish, we shouldn't slow down here. Oh my gosh, 9 people watching. Oh, my stream is freezing. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Dude, that took forever. What the? Okay, I don't like how laggy my computer is. So yeah, my stop is at break even, so I'm in this risk free. If it hits break even, that's fine. Now I entered with 2 contracts instead of 1, so it was kind of scary because I had a little bit more risk than I wanted to. So, but if it's break even, then that's fine. It's just, it is what it is. I mean, now that I'm showing my screen, there's, yeah. Now they're gonna target my stop. So. But yeah, break even's break even. It's not really that big a deal. If I get this break even, if this becomes break even, I probably will be done. I will definitely. I'm not gonna take another trade today. If this is break even, I'm just gonna be done. So. Okay, next macro is starting right now. Hydra macro, 1020 to 1040. We'll see what happens. Once again, break even's break even. It's not a loss, and I don't care about break even. It's good. If it's break even, that's actually really good. I consider break evens massive wins. And we really shouldn't slow down here. I mean, if this becomes break even, that's probably saving me, realistically. I could actually, instead of having TP here, I could trail my stop. No, I'm just gonna take profit there right now. I don't really care enough about that. But like, look at this entire range that the market was up here. There's a lot of liquidity up here.